Our plant for the production of powdered pharmaceuticals in Irkutsk has been on the pharmaceutical market for more than 10 years. Last year, the management of our company decided to improve the processes at the production to optimize the operation of the equipment. At the general meeting on the development of production, the chief engineer suggested purchasing a vacuum powder conveyor. It will provide remote transfer of the powder from the container to the hopper of the technological equipment, and by that will facilitate labor intensity of the working processes, and also exclude contamination of the working surface with powder. I have been working at the enterprise for 10 years, in the position of the leading production technologist, and I was given the task to engage in the search and purchase of a vacuum conveyor for the powder packing area. I began my search, having clarified the necessary capacity with the chief engineer in advance. He suggested that I first contact the manufacturers of the equipment. They provide warranty service, drawings, instructions for use, carry out installation, and mounting of manufactured equipment. I followed his advice. I chose one company online in Italy, which produces pharmaceutical equipment. I visited their website and wrote a letter, in which I indicated the desired parameters and the capabilities of the machine. I did not indicate a specific machine. I wanted to see what they could offer me. A week later, I received the reply that they did not produce such machines specifically, but could design and produce them, if requested by the end of next year. That was too long for us, so I decided to look for other equipment producers. The manager said that she had passed the request on to the design department, and that she would contact me when she got an answer. This seemed strange to me. When do I wait for an answer? How long to wait for an answer? Absolutely no business approach to the customer. I refused to look for vacuum conveyor on my own, and then I remembered that at the Forum of Producers of Equipment for the Pharmaceutical Industry in Moscow, I met a specialist who was engaged in the selection and supply of equipment for the production of medicines. I found his business card, and before contacting him I decided to check whether he really engaged in the supply of machines for the pharmaceutical industry. In order to do this, I found his company's website and carefully studied the information on it. I liked that the website was up to date, with video clips of the equipment and many contacts for communication. I also noticed that the website had been around since 2003. The company had been on the equipment supply market for a long time, and that is a good reason to say that it was successful. I called the manager. He said he remembered me, and was happy to hear from me again. I told him that I was looking for automatic vacuum powder conveying equipment, and named the characteristics of the desired machine. The manager suggested 3 versions of vacuum conveying devices for powders, and bulk solids that use a pneumatic vacuum pump as the vacuum source. The machines presented were popular with customers, and proven in production. I agreed to consider it. The manager emailed me a video. One machine was provided to transport pellets, powders of higher and lower density. All of the vacuum conveyors shown were equipped with automatic level control of the powder fed. He also offered to perform a turnkey delivery procedure. I chose a powder conveyor. A week later we made a contract for the delivery of the vacuum powder conveyor. A month after signing the contract, the manager called me and told me that the equipment was ready and would make delivery in a week. The machine was delivered according to the contract a month later. The equipment, as I wanted, was compact with simple and convenient controls. Compressed air flows into the vacuum pump and discharge hopper. The vacuum filler forms an air stream under vacuum. The material controlled by this airflow is fed into the vacuum hopper through a hose. Management, and I included, was pleased with the automatic vacuum powder conveying equipment option offered. I realized that I had made the right choice of a specialist to supply the equipment. It was a pleasure to talk to a professional who knows his business. Experience has shown that no matter how confident you are in your abilities, consulting a specialist will speed up the solution to the task at hand, and free up time that can be spent to your advantage.